Seeing after 8 days of gains on the bourse that it's eventually showing some depreciation. Is that purely because the bourse is reacting to the news of the cabinet being sacked, or is it just a case of profit takers back on the market?
I think it's actually a bit of both. Firstly, since the acting president dissolved the cabinet yesterday, there's obviously been some uncertainty in the market. We think that the uncertainty would be quite short-term, it will be short-lived, and that the market should swing back to recovery in the medium term. And obviously, we've seen some profit takers come into the market to generally take profits. But overall, our view is that the stock market should continue to do well. We think that the CBN has put in place some very important measures to reflate asset prices as well as expand the economy generally. Standing deposit rate is at 1%. So we've seen a huge systemic switchback into equities, and that should obviously continue for the medium to long term.
Well, Shauib, right now there are empty seats in cabinet. There's an acting president. Are investor sentiments jittery in Nigeria?
Yes, for now. And as I mentioned earlier, we believe the jitters will be short-lived. The fundamentals of the capital market generally still look attractive. If you compare the Nigerian stock market to the frontier markets and other emerging markets, our stocks generally are still quite attractively priced. And we believe that some of the uncertainties about banking disclosures have already been factored into the prices, so that our expectation is that as they begin to release their year-end numbers, we should see some improvement in performances across board, which should drive the market.
Well, let's look at Nigeria's broader economy. The banking sector has been revived, structures are being put in place, but the amnesty deal is definitely on hold. So can Nigeria's economy right now afford to have this reshuffle of cabinet?
Absolutely. I think that the Nigeria's economy would do quite well in the medium to long term. Our own expectation is that the Nigerian capital market should be one of the best performing markets in the world this year. We have no reason to think otherwise. The fundamentals are there generally across board. And I think one of the primary reasons why the acting president has reshuffled or dissolved his cabinet rather is to ensure there's some stability in the system. Obviously, there were some rumors of some divisions across board, and he would like to get a hold of those divisions and ensure that his cabinet members are obviously loyal to him and can help him push his reform measures. I think one of the major things he said in his first address to the nation was that he would like to tackle corruption. He would also want to ensure good governance and ensure that electoral reforms are prosecuted effectively. So we believe that the cabinet dissolution should help achieve those very important objectives.
And just before we go, tomorrow, are you expecting the bourse to depreciate further?
We think that, we see a number of investors out there that may still like to take some profit. The market is up close to 17% this year. A number of investors have done quite well in their portfolios across board. And we expect that some investors should take profit. But overall, we still think that there are very good opportunities to continue to buy some stocks across board, the banking sector, food and beverage sectors. There are a lot of attractive companies there, the likes of GTB, Zenith Bank, ETI, Dangote Flour, so that our expectation is that even though we would see some short-term profit takers, overall the market should continue to do well as well. So the market might trade flat tomorrow.